What's up, guys? C213 here, and today I'm doing some work on the town car. And now this video is for, as the title suggests, anybody that is wondering how they can possibly work into their HVAC system in their town car a cabin air filter. Now, if you know anything about the town car, Crown Vic, and Grand Marquis, none of them have a cabin air filter right until the very end of their production. So up to 2011, never had a cabin air filter, even though every other car pretty much on the road had one. So now you could do some crazy engineering and design a fitting and make a plastic molding for the intake towards for where the blower motor is and something like that, but that's not necessary, and I'm going to show you why. Now this, as far as I'm concerned, only works, at least in this procedure, only works on the town car, because the Crown Vic and the Grand Marquis have a different style cowl, but they still intake the air here, but the cowl is different. It has to come up as one piece, so it's just a little bit more difficult to get to the air intake for the blower motor, but it is the same once you get there. So for the town car, all you got to do is these two plastic screws, and yeah, you can get a screwdriver, but literally just sort of turn them with your finger and they will literally come out. They're not in there very hard. This is one time where I really do like the plastic screws because it makes this job really easy. So just keep turning them out, and you can see how I'm turning it. Alright, and there it is. There's one plastic screw. We're going to get that other one. This one you can get a little bit of a better view. You see how I'm just pushing on the top part of the screw, and I'm basically turning it in a counterclockwise direction. And that's all I got to do to get it out. And then just ride the ridge there. As you can see there, I'm just spinning with my finger. And just keep that up. Second plastic screw. And then this entire cowl piece comes out. Don't force it, kind of work it out. And then you're going to want to rotate it and then set it aside. I'm also doing some engine cover work there, so that's what that is. But I'll put it to the side there. Don't mind the noise. The light is from my lantern there. So there, as you can see, is the intake screen. Now also, if you have water on your floor on the passenger side, the front passenger side on the floor, that is due to a leak because of the really substandard seal they put, Ford put right in here. As you can see, I already rectified this situation a long time ago when I bought the car with this RTV. It works great, and no leaks since then. If you need a video that explains that, just look up Clowny, K-L-O-W-N-Y, and then type Lincoln Town Car Leak, and you'll see all the videos. He has one that is probably the most informative one out there. You basically remove this entire tray right here. You want to clean up the mating surfaces and seal it up. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about how to get a cabin air filter. So why do we take down to this level? Why do we take off all those components? That shield and all that? Well, we want to get something in between here, which is what's intaking the air, and the blower motor. And we could get something really expensive and, like I said, re-engineer the entire intake system. Or you can just go to Pep Boys, AutoZone, Advanced Auto, and literally pick up whatever will work. The biggest, cheapest cabin air filter you can buy. And I got this a while ago. I don't even know what car this is for, because it doesn't matter. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut yourself a nice size piece. Now it's going to take a little fitting before you know what size. I've done this a couple times, so I know how big of a piece to use. But again, all you want to do is make sure that the filter material covers the entire inside of the intake of that screen. And so basically, what I found to be the best is to have one where the rib side, where the the reinforced side is there, and then you have one side where the pleats are cut apart, as you can see here. So you can sort of spread them out like a fan, because the shape of that screen hole is sort of gets wider on the other side. So let me show you how I do it. So you just take that, place it in there, and then start with one side, get it past these bolts here, spread those pleats down in there, and the same goes for over here. And as you can see, it's all right. Now, if it's any higher than this, so this is probably the maximum you want. If it's any higher than this, you want to cut it shorter. But this will actually help seal it, because if it's too short and you have a little gap, the air is going to find the path of least resistance and then bypass the filter. You want it to go through the filter. And then just spread out those pleats. Remember, it gets pretty far over here. So shift it over a little bit. As you can see, I've moved it around. You know, don't just throw it in here. You want to really, because remember, this is going to be your filter for the next couple months. Now also, because this is exposed to the elements, unlike normal cabin air filters, you're going to want to change this more frequently. So normal cabin air filters, they'll say like change every 6 months or something like that, or once a year. You may want to do this every 2 months, maybe every 3. But again, that's not a problem, because I probably paid $5 for that filter, and I've cut out of this filter, cut out probably 4 of these. So for $5, I got 4 filter changes. That'll basically cover me for about a year, maybe like 3/4 of a year. But there you go. And all you gotta do is put that shield back, or the cowl piece right here. So just line that up. Make sure it's lined up. Get your plastic screws. One goes in over here. You can just push them down. Make sure they're lined up though. Don't just force it. And you can see that white, basically the little white receiving end right there, the fitting. Make sure it's lined up with that. And boom. And that's it. Now you have a cabin air filter. And if you want proof that this actually does something, if the air doesn't just bypass it and all the dirt isn't just a waste of time, I can tell you one from my personal experience, that the air inside the car is much cleaner. There's less dust on everything. You know, I'm a detailer. I keep my car really clean, the interior. Obviously the window is pretty dirty. It's been raining, but I mean, I'm pretty anal retentive when it comes to cleaning dust and stuff, and I always hated when pollen and dust would get inside my car. Well, this has made a big difference in that. And if you want some proof, it's right over here. This is a filter from just 2 months ago. I mean, just look at that. That's all the stuff that would have otherwise just gone straight into the cabin, straight into the squirrel cage, clogging up the squirrel cage, clogging up the blower motor, and getting inside the cabin and dusting everything up. Also, the other thing too, on these cars, because there is no cabin air filter, you have to worry about the evaporator getting covered in dirt and losing its efficiency, thermal conductivity. With a cabin air filter, you don't have to worry about that anymore, because getting to the evaporator in this car is not fun. Yeah, it's right there, but still, to get to it, you got to pull a lot of stuff out. So anyway, that's how to put a cabin air filter, ghetto-rigged cabin air filter, into a 2003 and up Lincoln Town Car. I hope that helps. Again, if you like the video, like it. If you want some comments or questions, leave them in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe for more videos.